We just passed Bobion Rafir, and that is Baboons River, and without a doubt, every single time we come over the bridge, there are always baboons here. They're so cute. Some of them are really big, and you'll get fined 500 Rand if you feed them, so don't feed them. Just give you a little bit about the language in the area that we're in. We're in the Western Cape and we've just entered the Eastern Cape. So these two areas speak predominantly Afrikaans and Xhosa and English, of course. That word Bobion is Afrikaans. It means baboon. Most of the signs are in Afrikaans here. And in the KwaZulu-Natal videos, I was speaking Zulu to the local people. Unfortunately, I can't speak Zulu here because most of the people don't speak that. So I have been trying to learn Xhosa now, which is quite a difficult language because there's a lot of clicking and I'm really not good at the clicking sounds, but I'm trying anyway. And in terms of Afrikaans, we learned it in a school and I still actually can't speak it fully, but I can understand it here and there. But Rhett's quite good with it, eh? He's a boerman. No, I'm joking. Today's weather is not the greatest. It's actually quite miserable. It's rainy. So there are a couple of things you can still do all around this Eastern Cape and Western Cape area. One of the things is to come and visit the big tree. So let's go off and show you.
Right in front of us is the big tree. I think it's the biggest tree in South Africa, and it is 1,000-year-old Otanikwa yellowwood. There's a baby Otanikwa yellowwood, and there is the monster. This is part of the trunk of a fallen tree, and it just goes all the way down there. 5 p.m. 31st of December 1994.
Toppled over.
Its time had come. Shame.
Why are you being so dramatic?
The old Otanikwa yellowwood spent its final seconds standing up. After 1,000 years, upright.
500 years.
To be not upright. You wanna touch the shongololo?
I'll touch you like this. Hello. Hello, goody patootie. Shongololo. Shongololo, Shongololo.
Alright, in and out in about 40 minutes. Worth it to just pop in for such a little amount to see the biggest tree in the country. There's a cafe there that's currently closed, unfortunately. It's just not worthwhile staying open during these times, but hopefully they're up and running in a few months' time. Anyway, off to stop number 2, Jakani.
This place is run by the South African Animal Alliance Sanctuary. Put it on the screen, but they're all about ethical conservation of animals and education. So these open areas are very wide. They're not held in captivity against their will.
They also don't do any breeding in this park because they don't see that as a sustainable model. So they're basically just taking care of the animals and letting them roam around freely. And there's some zebras and springbok on the right hand side. Jukani is located in the crags about 10 kilometers outside of Plettenberg Bay. An entrance to get inside is 280 Rand, which is much the same as Monkeyland and Birds of Eden. For 800 Rand we opted for a special bundle that they had for the December time. Not sure if it's going to be next year, but it might still be available, which also included a cruise to go see whales and dolphins, which we have booked for tomorrow. We are looking for a polecat. Never seen one of these before. Looks like we are approaching the big cat enclosures. Female lion lying on the floor ahead of me and a massive male. Huge. Wow. Looks like I was wrong, it's not a female, it's a young male. He's just eaten, his tummy's very full and he's very tired.
You're looking at me. I see you looking at me. No.
So they keep the males in one side and the females in the other. Obviously so that they don't breed and fight and carry on. So we've got two males behind us and then there's a couple females in front of us. But again, everyone's super tired. I think they've just had breakfast, and as lions do, they love to just sleep during the day. The sign behind me says that the lions are resting for up to 21 hours every single day. So we were very lucky to see the big male go up to the tree and give it a scratch. Awesome.
It's a raccoon.
The raccoons are not native to Africa, obviously they're from North America. This is probably one of the first times I'm seeing one in real life. An interesting fact is they live for about 2 to 5 years in the wild, and in captivity like this they've been known to live up to 20 years. So obviously they have a very aggressive lifestyle out in the wild and get involved in fights and got other predators, I guess, to worry about. Let's see what's next. Ooh, the honey badger.
The sign says that the honey badger is bad-tempered, and we know that from that video that was all over the internet once upon a time. Honey badger don't give a bleep, and we'll insert it now.
The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit. If it's hungry, it's hungry. Ew, what's that in its mouth? Oh, it's got a cobra? Oh, it runs backwards? Now watch this. Look, a snake's up in the tree. Honey badger don't care. It takes what it wants.
Go for the snake.
These are native. We have them and they can be found all over the world, just not in deserts. But we can't spot them right now. Maybe we'll see them a bit later. My favorite animals. The fastest mammal on earth. The cheetah. I think they're so cool. Also, I think they've been fed because they're also just sleepy. And these guys can live 14 years in the wild and around 20 in captivity. Do you like cheetahs?
Beautiful animals. It's a chubby cheetah, eh? Look at his big fat belly.
Yeah, I think they eat well here. Interestingly, cheetahs are mainly found in the southern parts of Africa. And what's quite interesting is they're also found in Iran. Didn't know that. And there's estimated to be around 15,000 cheetahs in the world at the moment. Very, very few. How cute are these little dudes?
Yes, good boy.
So that was a puma or a cougar, which is quite common in North America. Yeah, North and South America. Again, never seen one of them before because they're not native to Africa. There's a soccer ball in here. I wonder if that's for one of the lions. You know, we all like our football here in Africa, even the animals. Now this is a very interesting, beautiful animal. Also native to South America and Central America. Wow, never seen this before.
Hi!
Hello, buddy. They definitely don't like the flies. They try and eat them. These animals are incredibly strong and they are active throughout the day. He was walking up and down the fence here, so he's not one of the tired cats. And there's a video of one of these guys pulling a crocodile out of the Amazon River. It's just incredible how strong and flexible and just powerful they are to go in the water, pull out a croc. Unbelievable.
What a beautiful animal. I can't stop filming it.
Yeah, never seen one before. Very similar looking to a leopard. I would say they look a little cuter, their fur is a bit darker. Very, very interesting. They're probably just a little bit smaller as well. They're between 60 and 90 kilograms.
Because of most of these animals are so endangered in the wild. So what can happen if the species become lesser? Remember, if the species become lesser, the weaker the gene pool. So we can always come back to captivity, take some of the sermons and then try to implant it with the ones that are in the wild so that the gene pool can be strong again.
Now there's two more jags, male and female in this together. The darker one is the male and the female is the lighter one. They've also got one wild dog in here. He's currently here in captivity just to stabilize while they find him a new pack. Normally you'll find they do not release the cats back into the wild after they've been in captivity because they generally don't have the hunting instinct anymore, and it also needs to be taught by their parents as they grow up. So cats won't do well when you put them back into the wild, but the dogs, you can actually release them because they're not solitary, they're social animals, so they can actually be taught by the pack how to hunt again. So that's why you can keep them in captivity and then put them back into the wild. There's a black leopard in there, but we can't see him. We were very excited because he's super rare to find a black leopard with a recessive gene. Anyway, there's a black-backed jackal in here, which are still quite common in the wild in these areas, especially near the sheep farmers. You know, they're quite a pest in a lot of the rural areas where it's open fields, and sheep farmers definitely find them working in packs, and if you are out in the Karoo and in the open areas, you often hear them. And then there's some white recessive gene white lions. Big male over here. Wow. And then there's a caracal, which is quite similar to the cougar, but it is native to Africa. We find them quite common in areas around here. It's just got a little bit of hair on its ears, which makes it different looking to the cougar and the puma. While we were talking about the caracal, there's a 250 kilogram white lion, but he basically just walked up from behind us and he was within 10 meters of us and we didn't even hear him. Scary how they can just stalk you like that so quietly. Goodness, I think he's hungry. Gee whiz. gone to eat some grass. He's obviously got a stomach problem, like Clary this morning. But the reason he's white is mainly because he just has a recessive gene. There's nothing wrong, he's not an albino lion or anything. And yeah, that's why he has the white fur, not a dark black mane. Now, let's have a look at the hyena. He's just chilling. And there is a Bengal tiger on the right hand side here now. Wow, just so many things to see here. Amazing. The guide was just saying this lady in here, her partner passed away of cancer this year. Maybe that's why she's a bit aggro. Shame. And then he was saying the other two have just made peace, but they usually fight at around 1 o'clock every single day. And then they all get fed at about 4 o'clock. So maybe they're a little bit agitated. Yeah, hangry, as Claire will say. What an incredible sighting to see Bengal tigers. Whew, amazing. Guide was also saying they are the angriest cats in the wild, and that's why they're known to kill a lot of human beings in Bangladesh and India.
That was insane. Highly recommend this place, Jukani. Oh my gosh, you get so close to these cats. It's so insane. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Wow, what an experience.
Super worth it. Come and help out. All the money that you donate and spend here goes towards keeping these animals up and running and looking after new and upcoming animals. So highly recommend. Hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.